this video, I'm going to be talking about the 3 things that I had to give up, the 3 things that I had to sacrifice on my journey to becoming the most masculine version of myself. All right, y'all, I'm going to ask y'all to do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so that you can get notified every time I put out new content. If you like a video, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate it. And also, if you want to add to the conversation, jump into the comment section and leave a comment. I appreciate it. All right, guys, I'm going to get straight into it, okay? One of the things that I had to sacrifice, okay, on my journey to becoming the most masculine version of myself is I had to sacrifice fun. Now, listen, guys, I'm not saying as a masculine man you cannot have fun. However, on your journey, on your goal, okay, to becoming the most masculine version of yourself, you're going to have to give up a lot of fun. What you must understand is the state that you're in right now, right? The condition, the mindset that you're in right now. You do things to have fun, but a lot of the things that you do to have fun is self-destructive, okay? Or maybe I don't want to make it sound so bad, so I'll just say it's non-productive. A lot of the things that we do to have fun is non-productive, okay? Hanging out with your friends, doing nothing, right? Shooting the breeze, just hanging around, kicking it. Going to the club, hanging out at the club. You spending money to go to the club, hang out, be around a bunch of all type of negative energy, or just be around people drinking, consuming alcohol, smoking, and things of that nature, right? That stuff is fun. You understand what I'm saying? However, guys, when you start building yourselves up to be the most valuable version of yourself, the best version, the most masculine version of yourself, a lot of those things, man, you're going to have to push them to the side. You're going to have to give up a lot of that stuff. And it's going to happen naturally as you start building yourself, because you'll begin to notice the more valuable you make yourself, the less valuable those things become to you, okay? It's like a balance. As you build yourself up and you start working on yourself and you're raising yourself up, you'll start to notice that those things that were on a high priority for you that you used to like to do, you'll start to it'll as you raise yourself, it'll like that. You understand what I'm saying? Because you'll start to notice that those things aren't adding value to you, right? When you get into building yourself and you build yourself and you start putting value into yourself, you'll notice that you no longer want to deal with anything that is non-valuable to you. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of those things, you'll start looking at them differently, and you're like, nah, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that, because I have that. There's nowhere for that anymore in my life. Guys, fun. I used to drink on the weekends with my friends. It was fun. I don't even drink no more. Now, from time to time, occasionally, like socially, may I, go ahead and have a drink socially? I might. I'm not going to say that I no longer consume any alcohol at all. However, it is no longer a priority for me. I used to hang out, on the weekends and just, drink with my friends and had a good time and all of that stuff. I don't do that anymore. It's no longer productive to me. For me, it's self-destructive. I'm really careful, about what I put in my body now. Okay. So a lot of things that you do that is considered fun, you're gonna stop doing those things, guys. So you're gonna, you're gonna look at them as just time wasting, non-productive behaviors. So a lot of the stuff you do for fun, man, you're gonna get that stuff out of there. Again, I'm not saying that as a masculine man you cannot have fun, but your fun will now be defined by something else. It's not going to be any type of self-destructive behaviors like drinking, smoking, just sitting around, wasting time with your friends, just kicking it or whatever, stuff like that. I'm not saying that you can't make time, but, well, let me change that, because you can't make time. There's only a certain amount of time. You can't make time. But you understand what I'm saying. You have points in your life where you can allocate certain times to, do certain things, but those things you won't want to do anymore. Guaranteed, right? Got to get rid of the fun, man. Get rid of the fun. Okay. Next, guys, your time, right? Spare time. That's one of the things you're going to have to sacrifice. Now, you have to as you build yourself, you'll begin to understand that the term spare time is ridiculous. There's no such thing as spare time. Nobody just has spare time. There's no such thing. Time is time. Everybody has 24 hours in a day. You understand what I'm saying? Who has an extra 6 hours left over at the end of the day that say they can say, hey, I didn't get to do this over here. Let me take the extra 6 hours that I didn't do anything, my spare time, and go and do A, B, C, and X, Y, Z that I didn't get to do. There's no such thing as spare time. Time is what it is. Everybody gets 24 hours in a day. Everybody gets 7 days in a week. That's just how it goes. How many people you know at the end of the week, they're like, oh man, I still got a whole bunch of stuff that I didn't do this week, but you know what? I have a spare day. There ain't no such thing. But anyway, guys, your spare time, you're going to lose a lot of your spare, what we consider spare time. You're going to lose, okay? You're going to lose it, okay? Why? Because when you start working on yourself, guys, one of the things that you're going to be doing is getting in the gym if you weren't already in the gym. You understand what I'm saying? So the time that you sat around wasting time watching TV or, just twiddling your thumbs or doing whatever, you need to be in the gym. You understand what I'm saying? An hour and a half, just depending on what your day is like, depending on what your schedule is like. But you need to get in that gym. You understand what I'm saying? Because you got to build your physical. Okay, so that's part of being masculine, guys. You got to be strong. You got to be you have to physically be fit. Okay, you're going to be in the gym, right? That's going to take time. Another thing, man, studying, right? Just studying, learning how your mind works. Just learning. Masculine men continue to learn. So the times that you would be sitting around having fun with your friends, you need to take that time now and study. Learn about yourself. Learn about your mind. Learn about your body. Learn history. Just learn whatever it is you can learn. Masculine men continue to learn. There's always something new to learn, okay? Next, guys, another thing when it comes to quote unquote spare time is your finances. Masculine men are self-sufficient, right? So you have to have your finances in place, which means if you go to work and then you come home and you sit around for 6 to 8 hours, whatever, doing nothing, you need to either start working overtime at your job to get your money up, or you need to get a second job. It really doesn't matter. A lot of people are like, well, I can't find a second job that's as good as my first job, and I don't want to get a little mediocre or something. Go and get the little mediocre. I don't care if it's a quote unquote downgrade from the job that you already have. Go get it, because you're sitting around wasting time. Now, that is one thing that you can do. You don't have spare time, but you can definitely waste the time that you do have. You understand what I'm saying? So if you can't work overtime at your job that you currently have, then what you need to do is go get a second job to take up that time that you're sitting around doing nothing. There is no such thing as spare time. Okay? Get a second job. Work more overtime, whatever it is that you have to do. If you are not on your purpose, get on it. Get on your purpose and grind. You understand what I'm saying? You grind. You work on whatever it is your purpose is, guys. Plain and simple. No more spare time. You are going to lose your quote unquote spare time, right? You should have when you're home, you understand what I'm saying? When the day is over, you should really have just enough time to get in the house, eat, shower, and go to sleep. That's it. When you wake up, the cycle starts all over again. Me, I get up, I go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? I go to work. I get off work, I get on my purpose. I study. I also have a business. You understand what I'm saying? Like, your day has to be full. You have to maximize the amount of time that you have. No more spare time, guys. So that is a thing that you are going to lose. You are going to lose your fun. You understand what I'm saying? And you're going to lose your quote unquote spare time. See, understand this. You don't have time to have fun because you don't have any more spare time. You understand what I'm saying? Quote unquote spare time. All right. Next, guys, and this is going to be the hardest one right here. This is going to be the toughest one, but you are going to lose relationships. Okay, friends, family, romantic relationships, whether girlfriend, man, I mean, spouse, you understand what I'm saying? You are going to lose them, right? And it's okay. See, number one, you're going to realize who the, I don't really want to say toxic people are in your life, but you're just going to realize the people that you no longer like really align yourself with, right? So if you had a bunch of buddies that you hung out and you went drinking with and stuff like that, when you are building yourself to be the best version, the most masculine version of yourself, you're going to be cutting that stuff out. So if that's the only relationship that you had with them, that's the only thing that you had in common with those guys was the fact that y'all went out and drank on the weekends, then now that you're not going out drinking on the weekends, you no longer have those guys in your circle. You understand what I'm saying? Slowly but surely, you are going to see your circle begin to shrink. Your circle is going to get smaller because you are going to lose a lot of relationships on your path, and that's fine. See, guys, you need to align yourself with people that are going the same direction that you want to go. Okay? If they're not adding to you, they're only taking away. I will say that again. If they're not adding to you, they are only taking away. Guys, when you are on your journey to become the most masculine version of yourself, there are going to be certain things that you are going to lose, okay? You're going to lose fun. You're going to lose time, and you're going to lose relationships, guys. Listen, when you learn your value, right? When you start to see that value within you, I hate to say it, but look, if you're dating, you're going to look at some of the women that you're dating and they no longer qualify to spend time with you. You understand what I'm saying? You may be in a relationship and you looking at your girl and you realize, yo, why am I settling if that's your situation, right? Why am I settling for her? You understand what I'm saying? When you become, the new you, when you're building yourself up, you're going to understand, you're going to realize that a lot of people no longer qualify to occupy your time. Guys, listen, some of you guys that are married, man, you begin to look. I'm telling you, because when you see what happens, and this is especially for the guys that are in long-term relationships, like marriages, guys, and I did a video about this. The longer you're in a long-term relationship, right? The longer you're in a marriage, right? Your masculinity slow, like it's like a slow drip. It's like a real slow drip. It's not something drastic. It just slowly happens over time. You lose that masculine energy. You lose that masculine frame over time. I'm telling you, it is what it is. And what happens is after a certain amount of time, you realize like, yo, I'm no longer, you know what I'm saying? Like, but once you start working on yourself and building yourself back up and you get back in that masculine energy, like you begin to realize like, yo, why am I in this situation? I'm better than this. And another thing that's going to happen is that the woman that you with, they're going to realize, they're going to see, wow, mentally he's different. Physically, he's different. Emotionally, he's different. And what's gonna happen, the little things that she tried to do to push your buttons no longer affects you. You understand what I'm saying? The little manipulative or controlling things that she may have done, if she does that, which a lot of women do, doesn't work anymore. You understand what I'm saying? When you in that masculine frame, guys, you building yourself up and all of that. I'm telling you, women, they realize, women see it, they can see it, and what happens, guys, is I'm telling you, I know this. It's going to affect your relationship. Okay, it is going to affect your relationship. Hopefully in a positive way. Hopefully you're with a woman that realizes this and she says, okay, you know what? He's stepping his game up. Let me step my game up. Let me become, the best version of myself. Let me build myself up so we can build together. But a lot of times it doesn't happen like that. I'm telling you. I could a lot of times it doesn't happen like that, guys. So I'm just going to leave it at that and say that you are going to lose relationships, okay? You are going to lose friends. You are going to lose family. You are going to lose your romantic partners. If you're dating and, you have like, 3 or 4 chicks or whatever, whatever the case may be, and you have a little rotation or whatever, guys, you're not going to have time for that. You understand what I'm saying? You may have like one day set aside, you know what I'm saying? Or 8 hours on a particular day that, you go ahead and do whatever you do. And you're going to realize like, I can't waste my 8 hours, on this one over here or that one over there. You're going to get rid of the quantity and replace with quality. You understand what I'm saying? So, guys, listen. I just wanted to talk about the three things that I for sure lost when I started building myself up to be the most masculine version of myself. Man, I lost out on a lot of fun, and it's cool because those things were, now that I look back, self-destructive, time wasting, non-productive things that were fun when I was doing them, but now it's just a waste of time. I don't do it anymore. Next, guys, spare time. There's no such thing as spare time. Okay, my time is valuable. You understand what I'm saying? So, guys, you are going to lose that spare time. In that spare time, you need to be studying. You need to be working out, right? You need to work as many hours as you can at your job, get a second job, or if you're on your purpose, you're grinding on your purpose. You're making that happen, okay? If you're not doing anything else, guys, the only thing you should be doing is sleeping, okay? And another thing I didn't mention, right? Depending on where you are spiritually, you also have to pray. I really don't talk a lot about spirituality and religion and stuff like that, but you have to as well. You have to fit that in there, depending on where you are in your life with spirituality, okay? But guys, your day should be so busy that you have nothing else to do when you get home but go to sleep. You understand what I'm saying? Guys, and last but not least, relationships. And this is probably the hardest one, but you are going to lose relationships. It is what it is. When you begin to realize your value, your whole mindset is that, yo, I can't settle. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of times we get into situations where we settling, and you're not going to be able to settle anymore. All right, guys. So I just wanted to talk about, man, the three things, man, the three major things that I lost on my journey to becoming the most masculine version of myself, guys. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be good.